Hi y'all, it's Monday afternoon and I am in the kitchen. I'm actually going to bake something sweet this afternoon, not on my diet plan, so that's fine. I'm actually baking this to take to a family who's lost a loved one. So I'm making a spice cake and it's got unusual ingredients in it, so I wanted to show it to you. We're going to start off with we're going to just dump everything in here and just start beating it up. So I think I'm going to put the dry ingredients in first, and this is just 2 cups of self-rising flour. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. And then I have a teaspoon each of baking soda, like that, allspice, and cinnamon, and of course salt. So I've already measured all those and I've got them here in this little dish, so I'm just going to dump those in there. And then I've got a cup of sugar. So I'm just going to slowly get that mixed together. Okay. All right, now then, I'll show you the unusual wet ingredients. We've got 3 eggs that we're going to put in. We're going to put some buttermilk in, some vanilla, and then 2 jars, which I measured it out so you could see in case you've got jars that are different sizes. It's basically 1 cup, so 8 ounces of baby prunes, so baby food prunes. It can be the junior prunes, whatever. I think this says it's number 1, whatever that is, but I don't really have babies around, so I couldn't tell you, but just some baby food prunes. So it's smooshed up. It's not chunks of prunes or anything like that. Spatula here. A cup of buttermilk goes right in there too. So I've got the buttermilk here. I'm just going to pour that in. All right. Start mixing that up a little bit. What's going on. All right, I'm going to add those eggs one at a time. Like I said, it's 3 eggs. Get that going. Next one. Should have had these already cracked for y'all. I'm sorry. I got busy doing other things. And here's number 3. Alright, so now I've got a stick of melted butter over in the microwave. I'm going to get that. Excuse me. So the only thing I haven't put in yet is the vanilla. So get that going good. I've got my vanilla here. And it takes a teaspoon of vanilla. Let that beat for a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and grease this disposable pan. It's always nice if you're taking something to somewhere and just to take it in a disposable pan so that they don't have to worry with washing and getting a pan back to you. At least that's my philosophy. I know some people like to put things on really pretty dishes, but to me, it's all about the ease of the cleanup for the family because they're not going to be wanting to do that. So I'm going to quickly spray that with some Baker's Joy. I like to use this. I think there's several different brands, but this is the one I usually use. I think that's beaten up pretty good. So you can see the color it is. Just kind of a beige color. Now what we'll do, we'll bake this on at 350 for about 45 minutes. And then when it comes out, while it's still warm, we're going to pour a glaze over the top of it that's also made with the buttermilk. It's a buttermilk icing topping that's soaks into the cake and just makes it really, really good. So I'm gonna get this into the pan and then get it in the oven, and I'll get back with you when I start to bring it out. Hey y'all, I'm back. The cake's gonna be ready to ice pretty soon. I just took it out of the oven. I'm letting it cool just a minute or two. I've put a stick of butter in this pan, and I'm going to be making the icing or frosting that we're going to put on top of the cake. So I've got a stick of butter in there. Now I'm going to add a cup of sugar. Just going to put this on a medium-low heat. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of buttermilk. This is one of those kind of icings where you pour it over the cake and then you poke holes for it to soak all the way in. Now we're adding a tablespoon of white Karo syrup. That stuff is thick. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're just going to boil this for 2 minutes. So as soon as it gets melted and starts boiling, I'll time it and let it boil for 2 minutes. I want you to see how it looks right now. It's just soupy, just a soupy mess right now, but it will thicken up. So when that's ready to pour on the cake, I'll get back with you. I want you to see how this is boiling. It's boiled 2 minutes now. See how bubbly and foamy it all is? So I'm going to bring it right over here to the cake, which I've got right here. And I think you can see that good enough. I'm just gonna start dipping it out onto the cake. Pouring it on. Super buttery smelling. The butter and the vanilla, oh my gosh, smells so good. This will just soak all in the cake. I'm gonna poke some holes in there in a minute. Just gonna get one coating on first. And let me grab a fork so I can poke some holes. Try to pour it right around where the holes are. Of course, you can imagine that the edges are what's going to probably taste the best because it'll soak all into the bottom of the cake and the sides as well. I don't see any spots I've missed, so just set this aside, let it cool, and then I'll put a cover on it, and we'll take it to the family tomorrow. Anyhow, y'all have a blessed evening. Love you.